Okay, I think it's working now. So, yeah. It's psychological. So, welcome back. So we'll dive straight into it. So in the past few lessons, we have looked on how to use Claude AI to write code for us based on a prompt. And today we are going to look on how. So basically, by doing that, you can create an app. So that's what we've been doing the last sessions, creating different apps. There have been a big data dashboard, advisor app like life coach app, and a game app basically, and yeah, translation app on my side. So today I was thinking to go through what we did last time in Gland about implementing the LLM into your app locally and remotely on the cloud, but with a different use case. Yeah. So the last time we built a little chat. Uh, Maybe you have some idea what we can build for testing our LLM. So obviously it's going to be a chat, but maybe you have an idea what kind of specific app you want. A chat, sorry, what specific chat you want?
I have one.
Yeah.
That will review and be able to essentially tell us the most trending YouTube videos lately in
Okay,
the
so
AI or tech world.
that means we need to
Go on YouTube.
go online and search for that. Yeah. Okay, we can try.
Sorry?
You said the most? What?
The most
The
viewed
most trending videos or the
trending
most
video,
viewed
YouTube
videos.
video.
Ah, okay.
So it's a little bit challenged because YouTube, scrapping YouTube is. I haven't tried that, but I know it's a little bit challenged. But we can try something similar. Let's start with a chat and say. I mean, if someone else has another idea, if not, we'll just ask Claude to make this app. Yeah, and we'll see how far we go. But the main, because now there are two elements. One is the chat, and one is searching online. And then there is transferring the found data to the LLM. So it's like 3 steps. I have played with some APIs to search the web. It's kind of okay, but sometimes you need more work on them to make them work really well.
Can you find an idea where the chat is actually useful? Because in order to find the best video on YouTube, you just need an app that does this.
Yeah.
But something that is kind of an assistant, kind of thing specialized in helping in some areas, let's say,
like
more than just making one.
like psychological, like questions or.
But maybe take for instance, I think one guy mentioned LC assistant or something like that. We can maybe take the idea and implement
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Some LC question.
Could be let's say you want to build a house and
Yeah.
You need an architect, and that would be like the
The chat.
Maybe to make it simpler, like interior renovation or
Yeah.
interior decoration. So you're like providing some info about your house, let's say.
Okay.
And he's asking you, I don't know, exposition, areas, maybe the map, and
Yeah, okay.
kind of what you want to see, and he kind of
Give suggestions
give you,
from this
suggestion,
information.
kind of action,
Yeah.
this kind of thing.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay,
Could be anything else,
I
but
tried it today, and he's
you. Okay.
I tried it with someone.
you tried this idea
Yeah.
about housing, about the
For yourself.
I tried with ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
myself,
okay.
Because I really wanted a very simple renovation.
Yeah.
Not the free
we
renovation.
didn't talk.
But okay, let's get started, and then later we can implement what we did to your specific use case. Is that cool? We can try it. Yeah.
That would be
So
great, yeah.
if you guys are okay, we go with this one because yeah, it's different from what we did before. So yeah, you can help me here. What prompt shall we say?
Oh,
Make.
you start already?
Yeah. make an app, like a Python app, that asks for measurements, or like it's a chatbot. Make a Python chatbot app.
That assists you with building your house.
So we want to replace someone. So this expertise would be like the outcome would be like a listing wait, ah, um, so maybe tell about your idea. We have a specific idea, right?
Okay. I want to build my kitchen, but my kitchen has very small space. So I want to get some ideas because the person who want to do the renovation is like giving all her ideas, but it's not making me satisfied. I want to make it like very, how to say, very simple and very small space, well utilized
Okay.
for the new tenant.
Like you give general ideas. I want it kind of simple, space efficient or not, with big this, little that.
But
Kind
I
of.
want to make sure I use all the space, but I want it to look very tidy and very spacious for the people who will be using it. Because
Okay.
looking at my unit, like for
So okay.
Kind of optimization.
So what
problem, yes.
now you're saying this is your style, the style you want. You can say minimalistic, a lot of space, 18th century, future, whatever. So this I put here as a style.
But okay, I have another idea because I have the picture of my unit,
Yeah.
picture, like every space of it.
Yeah.
So when we go to this kind of application, I just put this picture of my unit.
Okay,
go
but
there.
step by step. This is another step. It means it's called computer vision. So you upload a picture and the computer can recognize the shape. That's a second step.
Vision,
That's
vision
OCR.
computer
Yeah.
vision. May I suggest in addition, it would be very nice if we can if the app could point to some real data
Yeah.
on internet, like maybe
But then that's
IKEA or
but that's a search. That's a second step. We'll implement that on the second time. First, we do step by step. We do just implement the chat
so
and
we basically rely on its own intelligence. We're not
yeah.
trained.
No, we start with a local LLM. It's inside the box. It doesn't. It's just been trained until 2022 or whatever.
Okay.
And
So
then
we create an app with a chat.
yeah, that's the first step. And then we want to add search, for example, to get to real data, and OCR, like where you can upload a picture of a plan, and then it will understand what the plan, it will take out the dimensions and so on. So, but step by step, what I put here that the data is asking for is assist with home decoration, interior decoration. Decoration, ask for the room type, if it's a kitchen, if it's a bedroom, and then its size, and then what style we wish. Yeah. So 2 parameters in, and then 3 parameters, and then we'll get some information. Okay? Are we okay with that?
Maybe just if you can give him a role.
Role, yeah, sure.
With, okay, you are an experimented Python developer. You keep your answer.
Not necessary anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's handling that.
Okay, for yourself.
Yeah, but we can say he's an expert interior designer. That we can say. Yeah. So
One thing I discovered is that if you tell it that this is vital to you, that is very important information, it gives better results.
okay, we'll try. You're a famous
For your career or
interior
yeah, it's like vital
designer.
for your career or for your success or for your life.
It is Vita. What did you say? It's
Vital for your career or extremely important to you.
So you point to the AI or
to the AI or to us?
mine?
For us.
For us.
It is vital for my
For my career.
career. Okay, let's
He
try
will
this.
Kind of give different.
But my experience is that those tricks, they used to work very well, but now it doesn't need those tricks anymore. Like writing, I'm a Python expert, or you know, these things, they were early days tricks to make the LLM work better, but I don't see, I don't see the use anymore. But feel free to trump whatever you want. I just try to be as concise and precise and throw it out.
You open two parentheses. You and then
Yeah, I see.
before you have to close one or
I do like that. But you're a famous interior designer? Okay, like that. So I'll put this. Make an Python app chatbot based. I'm afraid if we put the vital thing, it's going to start to think too much. I learned with Claude is to be the minimum. Don't put extra word because then he might make an app with something about vitality. You know, sometimes he does these things. So let's stay like that for now. We can make a comparison afterwards. We're okay with that? I launch.
do you have a way to share the chat with some common credentials or something or not at this point?
Share? What do you mean? Set up
Like,
online?
can we share the same account or something, or it's your
Yeah,
personal one,
it's my
or-
personal. I think I cannot share.
Okay, it's okay.
What I heard I cannot share.
I think there is a team function, but
Yeah.
everybody needs like to subscribe to it.
Okay,
But yeah,
we'll look into it for the next time.
it's okay.
You yeah. I was going to say you can use my mammoth.
Or maybe you can just paste the prompt somewhere else. So
Yeah,
we
okay.
Can, experiment also.
So I'll make a special group for our prompt tonight, for example. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we got our first very short script. It's super interesting. That it's so short. It connects with LM Studio. So LM Studio, I forgot to mention, this is our local application or server to run our local LLM. So LM Studio looks like this. It's here. And you can download it from LM Studio. So you can either download LM Studio or this one, Olama. That are the two options that are the most popular to run your LLM locally. I'm using this one because it has more information. I mean, now Llama also have a lot of information, but anyway. So because here you can basically see when the chat, when the app is interacting with our model, you can see what's going on here in the log. So that's why it's pretty cool. And you go up here to search. And here you can choose which model you're looking for. Yeah. So we have hundreds of models, thousands of models, and maybe do a search before on Hugging Face, for example. That's where all the models are hosted. So you go there, and there you can do a bit of research. You know what model you really want. Is it for language? Is it for video? Image generation? Is it for translation? Is it whatever model looks the most interesting to you? You can here get some extra information, and when you're happy with that, you go here, you type it in, and it's going to find it because results are from Hugging Face.
And do you have to play with tokens that you need to ask in order to use typically Llama? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to know how many tokens you want. Smaller models are faster, but won't take in too much. So if you're doing web scraping, you're going to have trouble. Whereas I think the Llama from Meta, the 3.2, is taking in lots of tokens, 100,000 or more. I don't remember, but it's a lot. And new models, I think Gemini takes in like 1 million or something like that. So really depends, what you want. And also, this is open source models that you're going to download, so they are not as powerful as the paid versions that we're going to connect later with the API. But for playing around with agents, it's the best solution because sometimes agents, when they can talk to each other, and then it can get really expensive, they can get into a loop, and some people get out of there with extremely high bills. So it's good to practice with local LLMs. Okay, any questions?
So in Cloud AI, you have bills per token, or you have this monthly subscription? I thought
Say
it's a monthly subscription?
No, you can have
Always?
API tokens as well. You can,
Also?
yeah, activate API codes, yeah. Both on ChatGPT and Claude. Both you can do that.
Yeah, the controller gives you access to the interface, and for the API you have to pay for a certain amount.
Ah, it's for the API that you
Yeah.
pay per token.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's the name of the second one? Not Oliama, but the second one.
This one?
Yeah.
LM Studio.
Thank you.
So once LM Studio is up, you choose your model, it's going to load it, and then you can go to local server, and here you can see that if it this button here means it's running. Okay, so now we know we have a Mixtral 8 times 7B that is running. It's one of my favorite model. You need to take notes here on the model, or
Yeah, I just want to take the same
yeah.
Mixtral.
Mixtral. You just
There
type
is a
Mixtral.
one,
Yeah, there is Mixtral. There's a French company that is doing those. They are competing with all the big guys, so it's a really good one. And they just came out with the new model today, I think, or yesterday. New models are really good. That are really small and free. That's the most important. They have some paid versions as well, but if you go on Le Chat, this is Mistral, French team, and here you can start chatting, and I think you can already, yeah, so I have to log in, but I haven't tried coding. It said it's pretty good. Anyways, not going to waste time on that. So now we have our code here. I'm just going to copy it and then go to my cursor, and here I will make a new file by double tapping this side. I guess you all kind of know about this. You know about cursor? Yeah, very good. So let's call it, how did he call it? I don't know. I'm just going to call it, what was it? Arc chat. And I like to put the versions like that. I know some people think, the developers think this is not the real best way to do it. The best way is to use GitHub, but I like to work, I like to see, I'm a bit manual for this because I'm learning. So I keep it like that, and every time I make a new version, I'll just update the version here manually. So I paste the code.
One thing that I always remember on the second step is that I never put in the first prompt to create an interface for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we did, but
I didn't, but
we might
on purpose, yeah, just because that's a classic thing, and then you run it, and for people who understand code and stuff, they will understand why it's not working, but for others it's good I go through the issue. So I have my code, I pasted it here, I'm going to run it. I need to install this one. So again, just I have to create a virtual environment first, making sure it's not necessary. I always forget how to create the environment. So for the people who are like me, just ask Claude how to create a virtual environment in Python.
Python M, non.
Eh?
Avec un tiret M.
Oh yeah. I know, but I always forget. I always copy and paste. But here is like the example. It's here. -m the end, and then the name of your.
It's 20 hours.
Your Python, your virtual environment. So, and that's it. And then to turn it, to activate it, it's this. This is for Mac. For PC, it's a little bit different. And then I can install my packages, and when I'm done, I deactivate. Okay. So I'm just going to install the package he's asking for. First, I've just created the virtual environment. It's here with this prompt. And now we can see, I need to activate it. So it's just a good habit to have And
You already have Conda environment.
yeah, I'm in Conda, yeah. So does it make sense to have both? No, okay.
No, you can choose in fact.
You can choose, right? Yeah. So I'm learning.
Not an expert.
Yeah, I know, but just to because installing Conda takes a long bit, so I'm preferring to tell people just install the virtual environment. It's just simple. Okay, so now I can go back to my pip install. So this here install required packages. This is the one. I install it.
And do we have to install them every time? Because, for example, these people requests are also. I often have it look like even if you do it the day before, the day after, you have to do it again.
Yeah, so it depends. You can pip install in your general environment, then you don't need to reinstall, it will remember it. But if you install it in an environment and you make a new project, it will not know the last things you've downloaded. Correct? More or less?
I think the best way to manage that is to do like a pip freeze and to put that in a requirements.txt, which will list exactly all the dependencies that you need. So like that, you can create a new environment based on the requirements that you had. So typically, if you want to install 20 variant of different pip libraries, so like that, it installs the whole thing for you. The idea is not to keep, because the virtual environment can be pretty huge in terms of
Data.
memory and storage. So the idea is just to keep like the text of the version and the dependencies that you need and then be installed.
We can do that later. Basically, you have a text file with requirements.txt, and when you run the application, it will read all the requirements and install it for you. So, so we got that installed. It asked, probably not necessary, but I realized sometimes it makes some trouble with code, so I'm just going to update it here. Just copy this line to update. The package is updated successfully, and now we should be able to run it. If we have LMCU running, run the script, and let's see what's going to happen. So here we go. So now we are realizing, nothing is really happening. There's no window popping up, no nothing. But in the terminal, things have happened. And here you can see U. So that means probably you can type something, yeah? So basically, it means now we don't have a user interface. We don't have a window to interact with our LLM, but we are going to interact with it in the terminal. So I say, hi, who are you? And you see it's a little bit slow, but now if I look in the back end, you see LLM is working. You can see the CPU being used. He has answered pretty fast. To provide an accurate design recommendation, I will need the exact dimensions of your living room in square feet or meters. Please share that information with me. Boom, we're already there. Yeah, is that cool? So let's make a user interface to make it more interesting or more visual. So Command C to exit on Mac, and I will ask here, please add UI to the app, and I let him choose what kind of library is going to go for. Hello. No worries. Welcome.
So can you paste the prompt already on WhatsApp, or it's not?
Yeah. You need it? You want it?
Because so I can experiment also.
Yeah.
Well, I can also experiment, but I will not have. I will be maybe a bit far from what you do. So.
I mean, maybe do it afterwards then. Yeah. Like, it won't take too long to finish this. So now we got. So he has asked to install a Python. No, sorry, I'm just. It wants Streamlit, so we're going to install Streamlit because now we already have. So type clear to clear this mess up because we're not in the environment anymore. How comes?
You should source it. So you do source.
Yeah, to activate it.
Yeah, source, the name of your environment. For me, it's like source, the name of the environment. Maybe that's enough actually.
Then it's /bin/activate.
Yeah.
Tu parles français ou...
She speaks English.
Ok.
You forgot to specify a source.
Source, yeah. No, source my. Okay, let me just check here. Oh, it was. Okay, we're back. So now I'm going to download what he asked. So it's downloading, and then we're going to save this. He wanted to call it app.py, so I'm just going to call it app.py. Save it in here. Don't know if it's the same or if it's another. Okay. Let's see. I guess it's a completely different script. Oh, it's still downloading. A bit slow. Yeah.
Because now he's downloading the model behind NM Studio.
He's downloading stuff here, but I don't know why it's so slow. It's going super slow. It's just slow internet, I guess.
Yeah.
It's slow internet, yeah. I don't know if I use my phone, maybe.
In fact, the idea is to host ILLM inside of your computer and to create a web application to ask some questions. The idea is to create a chat which is acting as a sheet text. So you can ask him to provide you some information about how
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, I have. I have even lower bandwidth from my phone. Oh, I have to do it again.
Because it's quite big and so the internet is not so fast.
Okay. So meanwhile, what can we do? We can add some future things. I mean, I guess we're probably going to have to do some adjustment. So maybe we have no other choice than waiting the slow download. 300 kilobytes per second. It's like back to the old days. So everything is okay? Yeah. Yeah. You have a Cursor or VS Studio installed, or you will install it? Yeah. Yeah. But before that, you need to install a Cursor. Cursor. Curser. Cursor. I can send in the chat.
I think the extension of Copilot in Studio Code is now free, no?
Yeah.
So
It's the same. But for beginners, it's just simpler to use Cursor because you got everything installed.
But do you have a free version of Cursor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cursor. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't use the AI features in Cursor so much.
Okay.
I use mainly Claude because even though it's Claude behind Cursor, I don't know why. I think working on the website is just work a bit better
Okay.
than the API calls. And I just guess because to differentiate, otherwise everybody can do a clone of Claude and use the APIs. So yeah. All right, it's done. So we can run this.
But you also get the artifacts, which is nice.
Yeah, the artifacts is a good thing.
What is an artifact?
It's just how they call this
Display?
second screen where
Okay,
where
it's
you
really
display
not
what
doing
you
the right
your
thing.
app, basically. So now there is no interface, but usually if you do a website or something, it will be actually displayed instead of the code here. And we can either display the interface or the code that produces it.
And Carl, for me was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was often even though he was doing the interface, he was missing an input field.
You
So I
yeah.
said
To
say
add
it on
this.
the message, but
Ah,
let's
yeah.
see if maybe it
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see what we comes up with. Sometimes he's missing things. Sometimes he get things in. So that's the way to code with AI. Is you have to think it's like a teacher that is sometimes super good and sometimes not so accurate. You have to keep that in mind. To double checking everything. But with the way we do it, as you've seen, it's just when there is something wrong, just tell it, and if there's an error, copy and paste the error. Yeah. Okay, so we got our new script here. I just copy and paste and I run it. Okay, now we got it's not looking very good. Oh, okay, it's two parts. Okay, so we got our chat. We got a input field here, and here I guess we have to start consultations by typing in the room type, the room size, and the style we want. Okay, it's maybe not exactly how we want it, but it's a good start. Yeah. So what do we want to type in here? What room? You said kitchen. What size? 10? 20? 20? Sounds okay?
Is it 20 square feet?
We can choose meters or square. She's
no
taking
idea.
her example of her place.
No, sorry. 20 is quite big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is kind of small.
15, 10,
And then
5. I don't know. It sounds
5
small.
meters, so can I do 3 meters? How is that in square feet?
3 meters. I mean 3 square meter.
it's very small.
3 is like 3 means it means
3 by 1.
3 by 1. So it's like this, like
I think
this.
it's the minimum is 10 probably.
So let's say 3 times 2. Let's say 6. 3 times 2, okay? Anyway, it's not important for now. It's just a number. 6. 6 m. Can you understand that? M square. M2. Style. What do we want? Minimal or yeah? Minimal. Start. So now he should get in the back here. Yeah, here we go. And he's creating the answer. And from there on, I guess we will be able to chat with the interior designer. He's giving us a pretty long answer. Here we get the numbers of tokens, almost 300 tokens, still working. And you can see the speed is not like Claude, but still pretty fast because the model is pretty light. Okay, so we got an answer. So based on this, please provide details, design recommendation, including color scheme, furniture layout. So that's the next, I guess, question is asking us. Oh no, he's giving us the answers. Okay, so here we go. So the designer tell us the color scheme since the room is in a minimalist style. Consider using monochromatic colors scheme. Keep the walls white or off-white. Blah 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 and blah blah. So that's pretty interesting, no? And for the furniture, I give you some suggestion for this size. Give some extra pieces to include, some suggestions, light suggestions, so that's interesting. Light in the ceiling, additional decorative elements. Okay, so already there we have some pretty cool start. Yeah, you guys are impressed or not? You're impressed, okay.
My realistic no, renovation lady told me to put the island, you know,
Yeah,
dining area
yeah.
because my space is very small because
So you want this app? Okay.
because she gave me this thing because my first idea was very different and then she gave me this because my place is very small.
Okay.
So it came out the same.
Very good. Now, is there anything else you want to add here? So, because now we want to show that we can question this. So, do you want to ask the expert something? You have an idea? Otherwise,
No, I don't
yeah.
have.
I was thinking, can this model generate images or not?
Not this one.
It's only text. This.
Yeah. There are Flux that is open source that can generate images on your GPU. So that's the one I suggest.
Some pictures, yeah.
You want some pictures, yeah?
Because we put the picture and then from there it gives us more ideas.
Sure. But that's another whole topic. I will not do it today because it means we have to implement Flux, and I've tried that. It's quite a bit of work, and it doesn't work on the M3 properly yet.
I think the Yamaha Freedom 2 is multimodal, so you should be
The
able-
Llama
Yamaha Freedom 2.
3.2.
Yeah, the last one. So
Yeah,
you
3.2
should be
is,
able-
yeah. But I tried to download it, didn't
Yeah.
work. I have to try again, I don't know. I guess I had the wrong model. I mean, the wrong quantization. Okay, but
So would it be easy to integrate it in a website?
yes, very easy.
Really?
We'll get, yeah.
Okay.
So, question here. What do we want to ask the chat just to make sure it works? Let's say I want to know more about chromatic color scheme, black and white, off. Okay, tell me, furniture should be black and which one should be white? Which ones? Let's see if it can make us a list of, colors for our furniture. Is it sending? Yes, it's working. So here we want to add like some information that says it's working, yeah? Because otherwise you might have pressed a few times on send and then it's going to redo everything. So we know we want to add one thing. We want to add like a load animation.
So this is all local, no connection.
No
internet
connection.
needed.
Now we are completely on the machine.
So it's just the basic knowledge it has already. Like it learned from somewhere beforehand.
Yeah, the learning comes from the companies who distribute those models. So the biggest one is Llama from Meta. This is really a huge model. That's very up to date because it was released recently. That's 3.2. And I said there is a I don't know. Does it? I know it can recognize images, but can it really create images? I'm not sure. It's supposed to, yeah.
multimodal.
It's supposed to, yeah. Anyway, there is another way to create images. Yeah, as I was saying, is to use Flux, or we're going to do requests to ChatGPT, for example. But we're going to do that in a second. So, what else do we want? Oh, first we want to check the answer. Oh my God, he's really, really good. So, black sofa armchair, okay? Black sofa armchair. living in the living room, white coffee table, black dining table, but
He moved away from the kitchen.
exactly.
Tell him.
So we are going to tell him, I don't have space for all this in my kitchen. Give me. Okay, maybe I just don't even need to tell him to give me a. He will think about it. So, anything else we want to change now in this? Maybe the UI, or do we want to add, some options, some feature? So we know we want to add image, but we'll do that in a bit. Hello. And so, yeah.
One strange thing is that you previously download Streamlit, which is used to render a web page, and you're not using that over there. So
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. He's not using Streamlit.
no.
Yeah, I know. But that was for the previous.
Okay.
Yeah, we can remove it. Yeah, for sure. If it's too tight, we can maybe get some chairs, because there are chairs outside. For you, it's okay. Okay. So. So anything else? I could say remove Streamlit, for example.
Or add Streamlit, because one question was it easy to integrate that in a web page? Switch that to a Streamlit application is quite easy going. So.
Yeah. So you mean switching to Streamlit?
One of the question was, is it easy to integrate into a web page? But it's
Ah.
up to you.
That this way, yeah. Exactly.
So, the thing that we prompted in cloud, like style, room size, and whatever parameter,
Yeah.
is it really kind of necessary? Does it tweak the whole rest of the way we interact with the chat? Does it initialize it somehow? Or could we have just put those help, those input directly in the bot that we created? Like
You
we have
mean-
those two interface, the one that
Yeah. So
Like
put
the
them together.
proper-
That's what you're saying. Have it together.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
can do that.
Just wondering, maybe we should have just created the chat by asking to create a chat that would first ask on which
Okay.
like
The
input-
questions, like the 3 questions, the chat should ask it. That's what you mean, or? Yeah, we can
asks
try.
it, or it asks even like more general. It asks you like,
Okay. So let the chat ask.
please give me like
more.
what parameter you want to that are important for you to set up it, and I will help you. And then you can add those 3 parameters, but you can add any parameters you want.
Asking what
Like make it a little bit more
decoration do you want to work on, for example, and remove the 3 questions
Style was
at
important.
the beginning. I'm just thinking. Okay, and remove the. Is that 2G? Remove the 3 questions at the beginning, and then what?
Like
Not
request
type
them
beginning.
directly in the chat.
And have this directly in the chat. Okay, like that? Load animation.
What do you mean by load animation?
Add load animation when the answer is being processed.
Okay.
Yeah, so because otherwise just nothing is happening and the people can just think, oh, it's stuck. So here we go. Stopping this.
Sorry, so you did the subscription with what was Mammoth, that one, and
Yeah.
you're using through this one, so you have an access through this application. Okay.
This is not Mammoth, it's Claude. But you can use Mammoth also if you want.
Okay. But, okay.
Here we go. Okay, here I should make a new version, to be honest. Save this one. If you get a version that is working, just iterate, make a new version. If you don't use Git. Okay. Let's run this. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. But let's
Yeah, that's cool.
let
There is alien usage.
make the font 20. Okay, after that I will just do the online call to get your LLM. You'll see the speed is next level. So yeah, it's giving me a lot of information. He should have a percentage bar here somewhere, so we know. Okay, here we go. So let's run this. You know, I could have asked, just give me, you know, where to change the font, but I somehow was distracted, so I think, okay, he needs this one as well.
But it works, right?
Yeah, it works, but I'm just going to install this maybe to make sure everything, maybe it's TK, I forgot what it is. I think it has to do with some design. Yeah, seems the same. So, hello, I'm your personal interior design assistant. I'd love to help you create your perfect space. What type of project would you like to work on? For example, decorating a room, renovating a space, or seeking a specific designer advice. That's cool?
Nice.
Yeah?
It's like you feel you can do whatever.
So what should I say? I want to decorate my 6 square meter kitchen. Give me some advice. Advice. So now we don't have the animation
Maybe you can call it progress bar.
progress bar, yeah. So I think that's what this TK thing is for. But I just think it's just not work. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just give him.
On the UI.
I don't see the animation. Make it a progress bar in the UI. So, alright, so he's giving something weird here, but whatever. Alright, a small kitchen like that is perfect for creating an efficient and cozy space finally. That's the current layout. Firstly, what's the current layout of your kitchen? So here maybe we'll need some, you know, like you said, the map that we would be able to upload. So again, think about it as iterate, you know, like a way to iterate on your app step by step. Now it's giving me some weird text, so I could say, make sure the formatting is correct, and I will copy and paste that. I will say, make sure the output of the LLM is formatted correctly. I mean, he doesn't know what correct is, but we don't want, and then you paste what he just said, and he's going to give us something with that. Let's see his new code here. Let's see if there is any. Hi. Okay, that's easy. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we got the bar, yeah? So now we know he's thinking, and we see in the background he's really thinking.
It's a progress bar going backward over here.
Yeah, you can just
It was
can tune that. So now we're going to just thinking. Yeah. So now we're going to change this. We want to install Grok. So Grok, it's like a hardware company, I think. Originally, they make GPUs that are super fast. It's not GPUs, LPU. I think it's called LPU for language processing unit. And if we go here, we can get an API. So you log in and everything, and then you create your API. And then you'll be able to create an API, give it a name, so that's ArcBot, submit, copy, and now, save it somewhere safe. I will delete it before the video goes out. And then we are just going to tell Claude to modify our script. To use Grok instead of LM Studio. Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't know. I think he knows what Grok is. So let's see what it comes up with. So he's already, he knows what Grok is. He knows there is an API, and he's setting up an API key, a place for our API key, I guess. Yeah, somewhere we'll have to paste the key. And just checking. Usually we will put it in the .env, like a file specific for the keys. We'll see if he's asking us to do that or not. Yeah, here we go. So now he's asking us to I don't understand where he wants it to put it, but that's...
He exports some environment variables, so you can...
So I have to create an environment, right? Or is it in the environment? Anyway, instead of thinking, I will just ask him, where do I put the Grok key? And meanwhile, I just copy this. And I think the previous version was good, so I keep it. I make a new version. Okay, paste that here, save. And here we tell us to create a... Okay, now he's making things super complicated, so you just have to remind him, stay simple. Can I put the key in the .env? I mean, I know this, but you could ask things differently. Just say, make it simple, make it as simple as possible. And he will probably tell you that, putting a .env, it's where you put your keys. So you create a file .env, and you can copy your key here. Oops.
So, Gab, I'm not sure I understand this part. So, what is this key?
The key is if you want to make a call to something online, like a service online. Before we were on our computer, we had our server on our computer. Now the server is online, and it's a paid service. So to access it, you need a key.
It replaces a password if you.
It's like a password. To get the information, you need to either pay for a key or if it's free for a while. I mean, Grok, you can use it for a while and then it blocks you, but it's good for testing. So you see, he has now told us to, okay, but this is not, he's giving us too much stuff here. So in that case, I'll just go back to, I'll take the code here, or did I copy the code already or not? Grok. I just take the code, bring it back and say, keep it simple, only the app.py and the .env for the key. I just put the code back because otherwise he might iterate on what he has, the changes he has asked, that he has brought us, and the changes might be just confusing. So here we go, and now we are super lean. Yeah, so we got our .env, one file, .env, then the new app. Okay, so I guess the one I pasted was okay, but there are two changes. I'm just going to tell him, give me all the code. I could be more specific, but here we know we have only one. Yeah, he's giving it all again. So I'm going to my .env here. Sorry, yeah. Copy this. Thought I had already done it. Save, and now I take the key. Paste it here, save. And let's hope he has finished here. I saw he wanted us to install this one, so I'm going to install it.
So this is the key to access Grok?
Yeah.
Grok service?
Yeah.
What?
You will understand. Okay, copy. We go to our Python script. Oh, it's, yeah, whatever it is. Was it this one? Do you guys remember if I... Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, it's slow, huh? Okay, save. And now we should have everything, so let's try. Now, tell me something very long about your thoughts on design. Okay, now I'm doing that because I want you to see something. Oh, it's not working. So he has a problem. The funny thing, he's added time here. That's fun. Let's see if it says something here. So I'm going to copy this, paste it, and let's see if he can fix it.
Just copy paste there. You didn't say fix this. Just copy it.
Yeah, this way you don't waste time. So he has fixed this one. So either I'm copying this and pasting it in, if it's there. Okay, we got it here. So here you see it's confusing. You're not sure what he wants you to change or not. So the easiest, instead of trying to figure that out, is like, give me all the code. This way you know you won't make a mistake, because sometimes you can search for what change he did. It's not clear. You waste your time. So it's just faster to do so. Okay. Maybe you won't understand what he has done, but it's just faster. If you want to really understand what he's doing, what changes he's doing, then you need to be a developer to understand. Or you can learn. I mean, Python, you can learn it within a week or two. There are tutorials for that. I mean,
a stupid question, a beginner question. But when you are in the app now, you are testing the app, and you are asking, give me an ideas for a design, whatever. Where is it taking information from? In this application, to what system is connecting to?
from internet, from all the data online that has been packed into a model.
Okay.
That's the kind of how AI, generative AI works.
So it's like some engineer from cards or whatever application that puts blocks of information in it somehow, to which you are reaching out for when you use the app.
I'm not sure I understand. It won't block information.
I mean, it's not the World Wide Web in total, right? It's more what the engineers decided to use for this application, right?
I mean, yeah, kind of. Let's see. Boom. Okay, you saw the difference of speed.
That was also fast, yeah.
That's Grok. It's very, very fast. So you compare my local machine and Grok, but Grok is really they have built their own LPUs. It's a company that exists for 10 years, and they can make super fast inference.
So you're not using the model that you don't know them now. You completely change the model.
Yeah. Now I'm not local. I'm on the Grok.
So it's a different AI.
Yeah, it's another AI, and you can specific with Grok which models you want. You can use different models. Let me see if I can.
So now he just use a default model, or
Yeah, I think it's Llama the default.
okay.
Alright.
So we can remove the progress bar now.
Yeah, exactly.
Can remove the progress.
Yeah, I don't know where to do these changes, but probably here. No. Anyway.
To switch the model.
Huh?
Just quick to switch.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to demonstrate. Yeah, if you use a local model, it's good for playing, testing, because it's free. If you do online, it's much faster. You get better models, but you're going to have to pay at some point. So Grok, you can use it for a while for free, but eventually, it costs you. So, all right. Any questions? Was the demonstration interesting?
The model could have been also Claude AI,
Yeah.
saying that generated your actual app.
You can be Claude AI, but Claude AI I have to pay in advance, and OpenAI as well. You have to pay. You have to put $5-10 on the API. But yeah, so just for speed, I use Grok here, just to show how to implement it, because I don't need to put any down payment.
And some models are open source, meaning that you are able to download it and to use it locally, but some are not. Typically Claude, you will not be able to retrieve it, the weight of the model inside of your machine in order to run it.
What's the cost structure of Grok?
The Grok,
You need to pay in advance for Grok?
yeah, you don't, yeah, because you can get started for free basically.
Ah,
You
have
know?
the free version.
But it's
you
like
test.
Chrome
easier.
or the other, right? Like they give you some.
Okay.
Yeah, they give you free tokens to try it for a while, and then I mean you can check the pricing.
Is it like
I mean,
you can try for a week or something?
no, it's under a certain amount of calls, the tokens. So
Okay.
I don't know where the pricing is.
Per day
Pricing.
or absolute?
So here you see you get the different models. You can choose which model. 32, that's the latest one, the one that we're talking about. So that's the pricing. So $1 for 25 million token, I don't know, maybe. So yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, start with the cheapest one to. This one is almost $1 per million token. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's Grok, but you can use Claude, you can use anything you want. Okay, so that's about it for today. Any more questions?
I have one question.
Yeah,
So I notice sometimes that when I try to make an application,
yeah,
I get a first application, then I do 2-3 modification, and then whenever I ask for something new,
yeah,
basically he messes up something that we discussed before.
yeah.
Because he's gonna give us the new code again, but he's forgetting something we did before. So is
Yeah.
there a way to make sure that he actually
You-
maybe
have
we
to
should
add
develop
memory.
the code in pieces. I don't know.
You have to add memory.
What do you mean to add memory?
Because you're saying he doesn't remember what you wrote before. Is that right?
Yes, the new code somehow is a bit different from the other, and I lose the progress bar, for example.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, you have to prompt this. So one way to do it is to write, keep the code as is, and then put the changes you want. That's the best way to keep the code as similar as possible.
Or maybe to ask to explain the code at least high level so I can have a general understanding of what to touch.
You can do that as well, yeah. Again, this is up to you by practicing that you will find your own way. I think for me it's more about trying to work fast, and I don't want to go into details, so I don't ask to go into detail, but it can really help to fix your problems, you know. But then you add your brain to his brain to figure things out. But yeah, that's where many developers doubt about using LLM to code, because it's adding errors in the code. But if you code the way I do, just copy and paste, don't look at what's going on, it's faster. It's less precise, but it's faster. Yeah.
When you do your translator, do you have this problem of the app? That
Oh
keeps-
yeah, all the time. I mean, not all the time, but in the beginning, yeah, because I didn't know. So when I see he's doing some changes, so he usually gives you bullet points of what he's changed. So it's good to read through that quickly, because there you will see if it's changed something drastic, you know. Sometimes he will say, I removed Grok to replace by, I'm just making this up, it never happened, but replaced by Claude, you know, or sometimes the button moves from one location to another, you know, things like that. So that's why it's good to have a Git repository, so you can go back to previous version. Again, I'm doing all manual now just to make sure I understand everything, all the changes and everything. I know it's not necessary, but just how it is. Yeah, you got the answer to your question, yeah.
I'm connecting to this question. Let's say we develop something, over time gets complicated, and this application is used now, it's live, people are using it, so we don't want to have mistakes when we move the new version in production, and also we need to test a lot,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of things now.
Yeah,
Is there a way to ask the system to do the test?
yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Yeah, sure.
so
There are
it
even
will
services.
Simulate to us.
Yes, there are services online that do that. So they use AI, or you can build it yourself. You can, just pretend this is the mouse is it's a human. the keyboard is human, and he can go and click around and do routine tests and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
And
used.
you can still use the application like a cards of this application.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can do that. That will probably be a topic in some future events. So that's it for today. If you don't have more questions, the idea now is for you to practice a little bit and try to implement this to your project. Do you see that working on your game? I mean, I've made a Tetris game and I had LLM giving me advices when the pieces were falling. You know, that was cool.
For a game, I'm not sure because a lot of texture things. So
I mean, it's up to you. Just play around with it. So I'm super thirsty. I need a drink. So let's have a little break and then let's play around with your projects.
sounds good.
Perfect. Let me grab a drink. I'm super thirsty. I'll be back.
Offre-moi bien. Mamma mia. Whenever I get distracted, it turns off and stop downloading. So
What?
the screen goes black and then it stops.
What?
8 minutes left.
I mean, use if you want to use my Wi-Fi, because it's just faster.
You're following me?
Yeah.
But I don't want to kill you with data.
No, it's fine.
No, don't worry. Look, it's 7 minutes. I think by the time
Because
I
it's
get
not, like already have.
can you just move this for a long time? So
Ah, yeah, sure.
live.
Where the comprometer? Where the comprometer? I'm half Bulgarian, half Swiss.
Half Bulgarian, half Swiss.
It's a weird mix.
But many times you hear this combination: half Thai, half Swiss, half German, half Swiss.
Yeah, fair. But Bulgaria, I mean, it's a small country at the end of Europe, so it's, I don't know any Bulgarian person.
I got to look. Dorothea Chacheva. Actually, she went back to Bulgaria. She said, I'm sick of Switzerland. I want to connect to my roots, to my people, to my values. We lost her, so you're alone again.
Fair. Fair. And how come your renovation lady was so bad? How come the renovation lady was so bad in her advice for renovation?
Renovation?
Yeah. How come the person who asked who works
Where
on
you
it
go to install
was
something,
so
or-
bad that this gives better?
Maybe it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, because she was giving me the idea of this one. It's fine. But I want to make sure that is, I'm satisfied with her.
Perfect. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she listens to your ideas that much, or?
you have downloaded the cursor, yeah.
Yeah, I think because she have been making many
So
sounds.
yeah, perfect. So
I have very ideas
if you run this one first,
because in my country we have wet kitchen and dry kitchen. I don't know if you know.
and you can download the model here. So if you go on this one,
And what's that?
here you can choose what model you want.
You can use the whole
Choose Mixtral, it's the lightest.
because we don't do like green this and that. I know in dry kitchen we don't use water at all.
This one's too big.
So you just cut stuff in the dry kitchen part, or?
I have two in the home also, but my wet kitchen is very small then
Here it has here it has to say that it's working on your computer.
on this side where we have more
I think which one is
and
maybe
when we cook, the smell won't go to the living room.
Gemini
So
Flash.
they have a door here like this. So when they cook outside, they can close this door, and once they done everything, with the
I
water,
tried to
everything,
download
and then
the
they
LLM.
come
It's
inside.
only 2% since an hour.
2%. Okay.
Because I took the Mixtral, but it's 15 gigas. Maybe I took
I mean, don't take the big ones. So I think this one will work. This one is too big. So let's start with the small one. So this is 1.7 gigabyte. Is that okay for you? Or is it too big? No, it's okay. So we download. Oh yeah, we'll take some time.
yeah, it's bad
Bad connection,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, here is 1.1 megabytes per second. Okay, so it will take some time.
You're on the Wi-Fi or maybe with the phone it's faster?
themselves.
Maybe with the phone it's faster.
Merci.
You got distracted.
That's so quickly. I thought it's gonna take a few minutes.
You know, I switched to 10 minutes, but
It wasn't
10.
But that's weird. Because like, they don't respect your choices sometimes. That's just,
Because they think they spend money and then let's say they would never want to take responsibility for any damage they cause. So I want to make sure like everything is out.
3%, yeah. Maybe better for you to download this at home. Yeah, for anyone downloading the model here, it's going to be a pain.
you can use my Wi-Fi. I really don't.
You have fast, but you have a connection. I have like 1 bar.
I mean, the mobile data worked. I was on the land monitor while you were talking. It was fun.
Yeah.
It took much less time than with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Okay. So, quick question: do we like this place? Do we want to do here again, or is it not good enough?
Just maybe, isn't there room on the other side?
I mean, yeah,
We can try.
with the tables, yeah,
With a wall to be better. I guess.
with the wall.
As with
With
inspiration,
a glass.
so we can hear each other will be better.
Yeah, the thing is, they told me there will be football match, so but it's not so loud. It's totally okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, until we find a better place, just because then we can say, okay, this is our regular space, because they were so easy, they were like, yeah, no problem, take a VIP room. It's like, okay. And then,
This is actually the VIP room. I come
yeah.
for football
And,
match.
yeah, and then they were like, you see, we came here, we didn't take any drink, and no one said anything, So I respect that,
That's nice.
because some other places when they are behind you and we've seen that. So yeah. So yeah, until maybe some good place we can find for the group.
Try to
Maybe.
create a chatbot.
Just if something comes up in your mind. You're from Geneva. You're grown up here. Or?
No, just the same way it works.
I may have a place
Same thing.
we can use
Yeah.
if you are around there sometime. We
Because
can
last
just
time I
go
was stuck
around.
on
Yeah.
meeting.
That's cool. Where is it? Is it
Again, this time.
Des Bastions.
comment? Sébastien. Okay. Ah, that's good.
So that
How do I like to
it's
create a
a
chatbot?
brotherhood.
Brotherhood, yeah. Fraternité. Non, une fratrie, ouais.
For wine tasting, but we can go take a look.
Yeah. And they
It's
have,
21 hours.
tables and stuff? Or is it
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
for
we have.
coding and stuff?
We have quite some place.
Nice.
The only issue is the connection internet,
Yeah.
which is really slow because
But-
it's underground. So.
And with the phone, can we have connection underground? Like, because
I think so, but
we can have a try. What's the place name?
I don't think he got a name,
Yeah.
mais tu peux essayer Chose-Coq.
Chose-Coq.
Studio.
Chose-Coq.
provide answers.
Donc c'est pas un endroit ouvert au public, mais on peut
Yes.
peut-être l'utiliser.
Ouais, en discutant avec la personne. Tu connais le proprio ou...
Oui, en fait, on est membre d'une confrérie et puis.
Chose, c'est chose.
Chose coq, ouais.
Chose. Chose, coq. En mot ou... Chose, coq.
En 2 mots avec un COQS à la fin, putain. Et puis c'est vers. Tu mets peut-être juste confrérie.
Coq, la C-O-Q-S. Frérie.
It's a software that contains a large language model. So it's you download a little.
Ok, chose coq, tout simplement. Chose coq.
Ah.
Ça a l'air d'être sympa.
Je suis pas sûr que c'est le bon en fait que je t'ai montré. C'est celui-là qui est temporarily closed. Et en fait, ça fait la rue juste après le parc du Bastion, si tu veux.
Ouais.
Okay.
C'est assez central du coup.
Bah ouais.
Ouais.
Pas loin du centre-ville. Puis après, il faut juste qu'on regarde pour l'aménagement avec genre les tables et puis
Ouais.
ça. Moi j'ai un beamer un peu comme ça.
Ok, ouais. Ah, c'est top quoi. Si ça t'intéresse aussi de participer à la communauté. Et...
Bah ouais, alors
Ouais.
si, on regarde une fois, on essaye aussi internet.
Volontiers, alors, ouais.
C'est ça le plus gros problème, c'est internet. Parce
Ok,
que
ouais.
moi j'avais Sunrise.
Ouais.
C'est vrai que
ça passe pas.
c'est pas le top.
Ok, ouais.
Et j'ai des collègues qui sont avec.
Ouais.
Les 2-3 premiers prompts que tu as utilisés pour créer le chatbot.
Vas-y, pose-toi.
Ok.
Ouais, c'est sûr.
Là?
Ouais. Puis, ouais,
Là?
il est là, ouais. Ouais, excellent.
Mais du coup, je t'ai écrit sur WhatsApp comme ça, tu m'as contact direct.
Chatbot app. Ok.
Tu veux que je l'envoie la réponse?
Non, c'est bon en fait, c'est assez simple. I mean, make it window. Ouais.
What you need anyhow.
So,
Now the AI, either you don't know it, either you call ChatGPT, someone else, you don't know. So before you arrive, we did the LM Studio. And
Okay.
after you arrive, we did the Grok, which is a way to talk to a model online.
So LM Studio is on your computer.
LM Studio, I don't know it on my computer, but now,
Did you manage to make it work?
no, of course not.
peut-être la semaine prochaine, on va regarder.
Okay, let's make a new one.
Moi, je...
All LM Studio.
Ok. Ouais, demain, je suis à Lausanne.
Mais
La semaine prochaine, ouais, volontiers, ouais.
Can you plug the screen?
Ouais.
If you have the HDMI?
Me?
Ouais, ok.
Yes, I can see.
Ah, but it's nothing advanced. It's me traveling and
If you don't mind.
I can if you want, yes. But I don't have the little port. Ah no, I do.
You don't have the HDMI?
En fait, je crois que